blessings, beautiful beings. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing well on this beautiful Sunday. Today is a day in the life vlog. We have a few things to do for the day. We're currently posted up at the mall. It's 10:10 a.m. on January 21st. We're posted up at the mall because we have to grab a birthday gift for my good friend, sis Chelsea DeLucci. Her birthday celebration is tonight. So I wanted to grab a gift for her to bring and, you know, celebrate her. Apart from that, I really have no business being at this mall. Malls are traps. Malls are honestly traps. So I'm here for one thing and one thing only. I'll most likely also get food. But I knew I was already going to get that. So I'll probably just grab Chipotle, which I really haven't had for a really long time. I can't remember the last time I had Chipotle. I used to have it so many times. I'm honestly loving the sun. It's just been really foggy here, and fog just causes like a frequency, honestly, subconsciously, and I really appreciate the sun, and I know I do not take advantage. So I just want to give thanks right now to the sun for this light. Honestly, I'm grateful. It's a beautiful day, and so we're gonna get our day started, go to the mall, grab some Chipotle, and yeah, we are also going to the Planetarium. We're going to the museum later on this afternoon. So that's why I have a 2-hour gap being here. Yeah, okay. Because we need to be at the Hudson River Museum today. They have this planetarium exhibition that I am actually really excited to see. I'm literally just going to go to this museum and check out the planetarium space that they have. So follow along this journey today. Let's start the day. How much shopping is like with sales associate, people really trying to sell you stuff. I'm definitely, what is that? So we are finished shopping. I'm so glad that really didn't take me that long. I'm about to grab something to eat and then continue on the day. I got my food. I got my Chipotle drink. I really haven't had Chipotle in so long. I'm actually really excited to grub on that. I'm gonna grub on it a little bit, but I'm gonna get to the museum pretty early. Because I now have an hour, I can literally go home and drop off everything. Yeah, we're gonna go from here. So we are back home. We have about half an hour to get to the museum for the planetarium exhibition. And we got our Chipotle order, so dang, we're finna grub. Who's ever excited about food? Probably everyone. The key is to always get yourself a bowl and a tortilla wrap on the side so you can make a burrito and eat it at the same time. Ooh, I'm just looking outside and I'm so confused because it was literally so sunny, like not even 2 hours ago. And now it's like super cloudy. Like, New York, what's up with you? We're gonna walk to the museum and it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to this planetarium and I'm taking you guys with me. Lego.
Reminds us of the fragility of life and invites us to reflect on the indiscriminate use of plastic and its disastrous impact. Don't litter.
Or so seems to disappear. The daytime side is facing away from us, and it's basically invisible in the sky. In some calendrical systems, like the Jewish calendar system, the new moon is when each month starts. Its disk is actually being blocked by the moon. So you'll be able to see the sun in the sky, because if you think about where the sun is, the sun right now just set, so it's just below the horizon. In other words, if I were to point to where the sun is, with our handy little laser pointer, the sun will be right about here, right? So the sun's right about there. So the orbit of Venus means that you're never going to be able to see Venus very far from the sun, okay? Much larger than the Earth and Venus, but it's also really far away. It's about 5 times farther from the crazy number.
I never
So
knew.
many that they're really having to scrape around in mythology to find names for these moons.
That's crazy.
They started out with decent ones, like Europa, okay?
Himalaya.
Ganymede, okay? Those were very famous characters in myths that involved Jupiter. But look at them closely, you might realize that they're not from Greek and Roman mythology. Anybody want to guess what mythology this and a really good telescope? Which one do you think that is? European, from the United Arab Emirates, from India, from NASA. On the left, we have some American and Chinese missions. There's 3 rovers, there's another orbiter there, there's a helicopter flying around. This top one right here, they think that it may have actually shut down because dust covered its solar panels. But these 2 are nuclear powered, so they're going to be trucking along for quite some time, yeah, as long as they don't get stuck in the sand. Body of an animal, which is a constellation. Some of these you might have heard of before, like Pisces, for example.
I am an Aries.
Taurus. But what about lakes? Or Caleb? Or in just the past few hundred years, because when people were making maps of the sky, there was no constellation assigned to a particular part of the sky. So the people making the constellation said, well, let's add something which is kind of important to us. And it turns out that because this was done about 200 years ago, they picked objects which were important to science and exploration. For example, there's a compass and there's a microscope. There's a furnace here, that's what fornax is, because, you know, alchemy and chemistry and stuff, right? And then there are all these other things which were made up to kind of, like I said, fill in the gaps, like that little horse next to the big horse. But there are some really famous ones, which are the ones shown in purple. And you know which ones those are, right? Those are what we call the constellations of the zodiac. Now the thing is, the constellations of the zodiac are famous, but they're not famous because they're easy to see. I mean, look, if I get rid of this, it's not like you can say, oh look, a pair of fish, right? The reason why people do this, you see, here is the orbit of Jupiter. Here is the orbit of Mars. Here's the orbit of the Moon. And here's the orbit of Saturn. Now, Uranus and Neptune weren't known to people back then, but they also go to that part of the sky.
And we're backity back. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I was geeking the entire show. I learned so much just about like the stars and how to figure out, you know, like what's the difference between if you're seeing a star or a planet. And it just was really interesting. It was a lot of really, really good knowledge and just like things kind of like coming together, like being added. And I had a whole lot of fun. I'm so glad I decided to create that experience for myself and just like dive in. So we have a few hours until the birthday celebration. I think I still just want to relax my body. So I'm gonna read this. This book is really good right now. I'm already halfway through and I'm sick because well, I'm not really sick. I'm happy that I'm halfway through. I'm happy that I'm enjoying reading so much lately. And I've always really enjoyed reading. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading this book, Parable of the Talents, Octavia Butler. I highly, highly recommend it. 10 out of 10, even though I haven't finished yet. But her first book, Parable of the Sower, I just finished reading that. So I have about 2 hours. So we're gonna read for a little bit, probably relax. And I'll come back on here when I'm getting ready. Okay, we are ready for the night. I got the brown on brown. I'm loving brown lately, so it was a quick decision to make. Let's get ready to go and celebrate. But first, let's fix this. There we go. Happy birthday to you.
All right. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.